failed rapper and self-proclaimed face of DV is back at it again. You know who we're talking about, Chronik Min the Merciless. Now, when it comes to the war against RTM, we already know that, Justo lost that. But when it comes to, the war with Chronik, I think Justo may have inflicted some damage. And this is because Chronik is on a rant lately. And this is all due to, Justo testing his badmanism and, testing the mask that Chronik is wearing with his gangster. And, it's just really not worked out for Chronik because Justo was ready to pop out at a moment's notice, whereas Chronik was doing the most to, hide himself away in his house and do absolutely nothing. And this has been noticed by the whole internet. And, Chronik has realized that this, may lead to people taking the mick. So he's decided to go on a rant, which has led to us all believing that, instead of him being a bad man or being any sort of, gangster, this has just led to us thinking that he's absolutely gone mad. And this is due to the fact that, Justo has, like I said already, has made him feel like a moron, which has made him do everything to try to get back in the light of, being seen as that guy. Now, these are a few clips I'm going to show you to just show you how, I'm sure it's insane this guy's gone over this situation and Justo hasn't even laid hands on him yet.
Yeah, hap trap them like you work for hap. You not like people, but you're begging to borrow from them. Yeah, you not like people. Yeah, what do you, man? You know, the spine. The spineless little blower. Man, I'm saying, I've got clean. Listen, old blower. Can't see any matter in my eyes. Matter them in my eyes. Teeth them, yeah. Bogey them in my nose. Can't see any bogey them in my nose. Good mama. Let's see. Brand new. Let's see. Souls. Louboutin souls. Did they even... Like, are you taking the piss? Are you taking the piss? Let's see. I'm here for it today. I'm here for it. Let's see. Brand new from last week. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
So it's pretty obvious that Chronik is hurt by the situation. That video that they done and spoke about, the whole situation and then played a tape about Chronik really just sent him up the wall. Justo may have just won the war against Chronik. And Chronik is showing us his trainer collection, his bank statements.
Yeah, tell them shut your mouth. Tell them shut your mouth. Oh, it's not sure. Tell them shut your mouth. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Tell them shut your mouth. Tell them shut your mouth. Hold on. I can't be blocking the bottom part. It's not. Tell them shut your mouth.
And it's just talking absolute gibberish. And this has really sent him up the wall because it's tested his gangsterism and the mask that he's wearing. And that mask has, been drawn off because we all know if Justo had caught him, this would have been, fatality, maybe, like at best. You get it? But at the same time, Chronik is still here because he decided to hide in his house and go absolutely nowhere. But this has made the internet see that, he's not really about it. And he's trying his best to, save himself in some way and control the brand damage that is, has already been inflicted by himself.
How can a girl say, Chronik, you got in the bath and that's a cuss? When I'm saying to her, but did you get in the bath? Don't talk about when I got in the bath. Did you get in the bath before, during, or after? Watch Mack and them trying to push narratives. Oh, did she say you never got in the bath? The two of you didn't get in the bath. But on the same thing that you're playing, it says that I got in the bath. Make it make sense. Because whenever I told you, when they can't beat me, they go gay. Everyone does it. They try it, I get them out of it. Then they try and make up lies, I get them out of it. Yeah, boom, then they try and fabricate stuff. So yeah, safe. I never lie. I hit them up with the truth. Everything I said to him was true. I didn't make jokes. I just said it in the way that you think is funny. He didn't find it funny. Yeah? So, don't try. This is, you're a freshie, bro.
Now, if you haven't seen any of my other videos already, let me just give you some context of what the clip he's talking about or what bit he's talking about in that video that Justo dropped.
Or Robocops or Transformers when you've got this going on.
Lambo. Yes, Lambo.
Pull it back.
you're a paedophile, and you're a paedophile, and you're a paedophile.
They said no.
And should I put up the
They
video
said
of
no.
you putting the dildo up your ass,
Put it up now.
Now, let's be honest, we don't believe that there's this video of Chronik because, it probably would have come out by now and someone would have had said something about it and it would have been exposed because I feel like Justo was that annoyed. He would have just gone and got the video himself, which is very, very weird. But at the end of the day now, it's like, we could expect Chronik to be a bit weird, especially with his relationship with Funky D. And this clip here was just a prime example of why I just think that these two might have more than just a friendship.
Directions to gay clubs. That's his tattoo.
Wait, he's moving that Michael Schofield.
Look at the Chinese tattoo.
For G-A-Y.
Look at the Chinese tattoo. Guess what it says?
Michael Schofield's wow.
He's moving that Michael Schofield. He's got a whole thing for G-A-Y.
And you know he's gay in
A
real
whole thing
life.
for G-A-Y and
You know
that.
he's gay in real life. Michael Schofield.
Oh, I was like, wait.
I thought Orion was talking about him.
Guys, if Funky D and Chronik do come out at some point, you know where you heard it first. Because, the way Chronik was like, wait. It was like he had thought, oh, wait, they might have clocked the ruse. They might have seen through the mask. How did they find out this information about us two guys? But then, it wasn't realized and Funky D managed to deflect it, just saving Chronik from exposing this information that may come out later on in the future. And we'll never know for now because, Young Spray I don't think he's taken to Funky D like that. So he's just decided to leave Chronik on the show and said that he's not going to be happy with these two working together because of their undercover connection, which makes sense when you look at this next clip because, Funky D seems to like to battle the chicks for Chronik and do all of that sort of stuff. When Chronik is, not by himself and with Funky always seems to take the phone off Chronik and say, you know what, yeah, I'm the BITCH here, so I'll do that work, just not trying to make Chronik look even worse or, get hit by Chronik because, Chronik is the face of DV and, Funky D doesn't want to take it out on him. So he takes the phone from Chronik to try and give Chronik a minute to go and calm down somewhere else.
Leave me alone.
Minga
I haven't said
merciless.
anything
Shut
about
up.
you. Don't talk about me. I haven't said anything about you. I'm here quiet. You don't need to.
We
mention
never
me.
mentioned you. Stop braiding.
You just said she had Coco. What are you talking about?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
Wait, Coco, you know what it is here, Coco, yeah? That you keep on, me and you, we spoke on the phone and you keep making it about you and a Chronik thing, but me and you, we spoke on the phone and we squashed everything, but you keep carrying it on all the time, Coco.
What are you talking?
What's wrong with
Who's even speaking?
you? Know it's Funky speaking right now. Why are you keep carrying on something that was done?
Man are intoxicated on a Wednesday.
As you can see, Funky just comes to the rescue, takes the phone of Chronik and says, babe, go to the side and I'll do this for you, and talks to the girl. And, that's what Funky's job is because he only knows how to talk to, females aggressively. When it comes to men being in his face, Funky just starts, speaking in like he starts speaking in syllables. Like it just doesn't even make sense what Funky is saying half the time. And obviously people just look at him and think, what and the thing is, Chronik still is on this, he's just addicted to the Justo fame because he's seen that it's brought him some attention, and he still can't get over the fact that Justo pops up in his ends and Chronik decides to switch off his phone and is still spewing nonsense even though Justo is no longer in the room.
You've been walking around your ends bullying people, not mine. Why have I got to have this? Why have I got to have this? Out of here. Out of here. Don't try it again. And I'll stop binds when I want to stop binds in. Lying. You came to my end. Don't let me put up the texts. Don't let me put up the texts. Yeah, you tried to delete them, but I got them, okay? I can't do the screenshotting and all that. So I'm too wicked for that, but I've got some. Because that's what Monster Marvel was doing, begging it, yeah, in the comments, in my DMs, and then quickly deleting it. When you didn't get the answer that you wanted, and then lying again. No. Screenshot. I got them. I got when you was begging it. I've got when you said that you couldn't make it there, not to come. I've got all that, so carry on lying. I'll make it my screensaver, my not screensaver, the background.
At some point, you've got to turn around and just consider the fact that, Chronik is getting really old and he might be turning senile at this point because he just seems to just do everything except for, go and meet Justo. That would just solve the whole problem because then it could be proved who was really on binds. And I know that Justo is really up for this. And, Chronik just seems to be talking a lot and Funky D is probably somewhere there cheering him on, rubbing his back, gassing him up a bit. You know what I mean anyway. But the point being is that this is just becoming really annoying that Chronik just seems to crash out and not really solve any problems except for ranting and ranting and ranting. And, you know, it wouldn't be Chronik without him, you know, crashing out on a female. I mean, this is the self-proclaimed face of DV. And this is why, you know, this conversation with Annie is just expected from Chronik, because Chronik can't stand anyone who goes against RTM. And, you know, Pinky and Annie are just like the top tier ops right now of the surviving RTM like series.
More, have you said anyone's name more than Pinky?
Bro,
I don't want to know why you said it.
I'm gonna respond. I don't know where
No,
you're.
but I never asked you, why did you say Pinky's name? That's what you're not getting. You're answering your own question. That's not the question I'm asking you. So respectfully, you think you're saying something, but the truth still remains. And I didn't say it in any bad way.
Yes, Namix. I was cussing Chronik because he was cussing.
No. Why are you answering Namix?
Because he's your cousin. Because he's your cousin.
No, it doesn't matter about that. How do you know he's my cousin?
When you get your people in here as well to come and pattern up and down, I'll answer. I'll respond. If he don't like it, he can.
So now you think you can be rude and say because you're showing off.
Showing off. No one shows off more than you. No one shows off more than you. Bro,
Annie.
what I said made sense. What I said, I still stand on it. Like, what I said, it hasn't changed. I still stand on it. Like, you are a cool person. Like, but online, you are a different person. You'll say one thing when you're in front of Spray, arguing with me about going on a special session. Wasn't you with Fat Mack earlier? Wasn't you with Fat Mack earlier doing a whole Jehovah Witness conference? Wasn't you not doing a whole Jehovah Witness conference earlier?
That's great.
Talking about your
But
best
when you
friends
finish,
and
I'll let you know.
stuff like that. But then when you go back to Spray, you'll say something different.
In short form, Annie just called, you know, Chronik a bitch and, you know, for Young Spray. And we all know that this is the case, but it seems that, you know, Chronik is doing exactly what Pinky's doing, but it's just like trying to do it undercover, you know, because clearly these guys must be on the DL because, you know, like they just seem to have this weird little connection. And, you know, Chronik really does have a lot of affection for Fat Mack for some weird reason. And clearly Fat Mack has the same admiration for Chronik as well, because, you know, this conversation wouldn't be, you know, so like, I feel like Chronik was just, you know, like a wife for that, but dominating Fat Mack, and Fat Mack was just agreeing with anything that Chronik was saying, trying to get on Chronik's good side.
When Justo talks to Spray, he talks with manners and they have joke. They talk how like me and you are talking.
But don't you think it's mutual?
Huh?
Don't you think it's mutual?
What's
I know
mutual?
Justo. I know Justo, yeah. You see, if Justo hears like a funny tone in your voice, straight away he's gonna turn into Billy. The world knows that.
I don't know that. So like, but the thing is this year,
I know
when
that.
I met
I know
Justo, it was blessed.
And it's always been blessed. Hence
Yeah,
why,
like, so see all the other bits. Yeah?
Hence why,
See all
even
the other
behind
bits.
the scenes, I always say to Justo, look, if you check Chronik's never dissed you. Do you get it? Like, more time, he shows you.
Even when even what you think was the most disrespectful thing, I beg you go back and listen to it.
No. I understand, but what it is, yeah, because you went a bit further. He's saying, why didn't you just keep it in where he was keeping it? Like,
Wait, hold on.
I get what you're saying, because why?
Wait, hold on, Mac. I went too far, and I should have kept it where? At talking about my mum.
No, I get that. This is what I'm saying.
So now, wait. Same thing I said to him. I rate my mum 20 more times than you rate your brother. I know you rate your brother best. He's your brother, but I don't
you have
care.
to say that.
But I'm saying, why do I care about anyone? My mum.
The thing you got to realize about Fat Mack or Big Mac, he's just mix up. He just doesn't really have a side. All he likes to do is stir and then act like he was a middleman when he really was never a middleman. He was just, you know, he was exciting everything. He likes to be the person who draws everybody out and then acts like he was never involved in the first place. He's just so weird, and you know, it makes sense that him and Chronik are really good and close because they literally do the exact same thing, except that Fat Mack is in the background. You know, he's like the devil on your shoulder trying to tell you you should do this, and as soon as you do it, he's gonna say he has had, you know, nothing to do with it, or had no idea, or, you know, thought you was doing something wrong but just decided to never say something, or did say anything but you just stuck to your actions. It's like, what is with this guy? Like, he's always in mix up. But anyway, that's me done with this one, because it's only a quick analysis of, you know, the whole Chronik situation and him kind of losing his head and him crashing out. But guys, I hope you like this one. Subscribe, share, and I shall see you on the next one.